guys, welcome to the Hmongipino Podcast, bringing you love, culture, and having fun to your life. I'm Danga,
I'm Impact.
and welcome to our channel.
Welcome, everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Give us a rating on all platform. Comment, share. Let us know what's up. We would truly appreciate it. And just to let you know, this episode is brought to you by Boundless Goodz, a new used goods store online on eBay. Check them out. They have a lot of cool stuff. The holidays coming. Buy yourself something, buy your friend something, your family, and so on. Yeah. Guess what? You can also purchase the Hmongipino merchandise on Boundless Goodz store on eBay. Just go to ebay.com and search Hmongipino, and you'll find the merch.
And if you're looking for music, make sure to check out DJ Danga Dang on YouTube. I just dropped an All Things Good Volume 2 mix. So if you checked out the first one, I try to mix all songs that has the word good in it or just gave good vibes. So this is part 2 and it's one of my favorites. So check it out.
Love it. I love it. I love it. And just so you know, if you are interested in becoming a supporter of the Hmongipino Podcast, you could do so by clicking the link in our bio. It'll take you to Buzzsprout and show you how you could become a supporter of this platform. Thank you. Yep. Bubba, how you doing?
It is very hot today.
Yes, it is hot.
Cuckoo, how Long Beach.
Cuckoo hang, yeah.
Cuckoo
That's
hang.
right.
But I'm doing well. We got to hang out with my family yesterday.
Yeah, that was fun.
We got to celebrate all the August birthdays.
August
But
babies.
I had a realization there.
What?
Just because everyone's getting older,
Mm.
I was talking to you about, well, we were talking about ages, right? And my mom was sharing her age and my uncles, and they're in the over 50 club now. And then I looked to you because you talked about how your sister was realizing that all your siblings are getting to that age too. So it's just really eye-opening because everyone's getting older, but I feel very lucky to have everyone there, right? And to have both my parents there and just to be able to celebrate with everyone. It was a really great time and just a great moment yesterday.
Humble experience, humble reflection.
Yeah. Just trying to enjoy the moment while we have that moment together.
That's true. You never know. Tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah.
And the goal is to keep loving, keep sharing memories together and growing. So
Although I wish everyone could just live forever.
that'd be great.
How about
Yeah.
you, Bubs? How you doing?
I came back from a competition. I think last time I talked about it. I did pretty good, at least all right for my standard. But I'm hyped for the next part of the journey of just movement in my life. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm inspired. There's another competitions coming up that I'm planning to do with my crew, and I'm hyped for that. But I'll be okay. I think I've just been trying to stay organized and stay consistent, if anything. The year is ending soon. Can't believe it. Summer's almost ending, but out of nowhere, the heat hit us out of nowhere. Feels like summer now again.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining. I enjoy the weather. It's not super hot compared to other places around California. And I'm doing fine. I would say I'm just trying to stay consistent in whatever I'm doing right now in my life. Whether it's dancing, whether it's stay consistent with our platform here, or staying consistent as a husband, or so much stuff, right, in my life. So, yeah.
Great.
Can't complain. I'm enjoying summer so far.
It's funny because it's gearing towards the end of August, and then it's already September, and then October, and then it's
holidays.
Halloween, and then Thanksgiving, Hmong New Year, and then Christmas, and then it's already 2026.
That's right. It's just like
So
back to back to back.
Even though it's like, I don't know, summer felt like a long time, it all seems to rush towards the end of the year.
It's
this
usually
quarter.
like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like procrastinating, right?
Yeah.
It feels like that in a way, where
Yeah.
everything just kind of all piled up and you're just kind of like going. I kind of felt that toward in my training, you know? Like I was not procrastinating, but doing so good, like training so hard, so well toward the end of my session. And I was like, dude, why can't I do that throughout my session?
Consistently.
Yeah, so I think I'm trying to do that, where I'm training super hard throughout. But smart, though. I don't want to try and get injured.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I'm excited for this episode because I just reflecting on our meeting, like I wanted us to tell more stories,
Yeah.
right? Share more of our lives with you guys.
Yep.
And so we brought up the idea of talking about turning points. A turning point in your life is like a small moment that once in a while life throws at you and changes the path that you're on, changes everything, your perspective. And then so we decided to share one turning point in our lives in hopes to inspire you guys or to let you guys know a little bit more about us and where we come from.
Yep.
You ready?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm starting off. So for me, I have a lot of turning points in my life. I would love to share about for the sake of time and for just to keep it concise. I will share one, and the goal is today share one each. Maybe we could do this again, but anyways, mine I guess I would share is the moment in my life I decide to 100% fully pursue my dance career. And that happened toward the end of my college year, 2011, I believe, around that time. 2011, I would say, I remember this moment distinctly. It was my brother and I, my twin brother, Villa and I. We both finished college, and I remember we were in our apartment that we were living together for college during that time. And he asked me the question, "Hey, so what's up now? Like, what are we gonna do now? Are you planning to go back to school, or should we pursue our dance career? You know what I mean? 'Cause we haven't got a chance to go full out." And he straight to say, "Let's just do it." You know what I mean? What do you think? What do you want to do? And I was kind of nervous, but I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah, I guess let's do it." Right? That instant choice of 100%. Okay, we're not gonna. Not saying we're not gonna pursue what we're pursuing in college. It was just one that moment where we kind of instantly flipped and saying that we should give our all to this art form, this dance form, whether it's performing arts or whether it's competition or whether it's growing a brand within the dance world. That was something that my brother and I, we was like, you know what, we definitely were talking, and we were like, you know what, we 10 years from now, if we didn't do what we were wanting to do right there in that moment, we would totally regret it. And I remember in that moment he mentioned that to me. I was like, you know, you're right. Let's do this. And then that instant moment of, okay, instead of going to grad school, I was planning to be a pharmacist during time. Instead of going to grad school, we were like, you know what, forget it. Let's give our dance life a chance and pursue that, because we haven't got a chance to do that throughout our high school, college years. Obviously, we were focusing on our collegiate lifestyle during that time. And we got the degree. Now we had our personal choice to do what we want to do now, and we sought out and did our dance stuff. The reason why that was such a big turning point in my life, because if I didn't fully 100% say I'm willing to accept the failures, the celebrations, the success, the the ups and downs of this journey of my dance career. If I wasn't willing 100% pursue that, I would never be as successful I am as a dancer. And I'm not gonna say I'm a 100% successful dancer. I'm just saying I was able, from there on, I was able to accomplish everything I wanted in my life as a dancer. But from pursuing, getting an agent. And was working in the dance industry, being part of commercials, being part of music videos, to music award shows like the Billboard show, music show, to all that stuff. I mean, it was like literally manifesting, writing down the book, accomplishing one thing after another to get to where we're at, even pursuing battle competition, to winning, to having 2 big battle tour with my crew, Underground Flow, to traveling the world, performing with the Kinjas, choreographing, working with different artists around the world, and traveling the world, seeing the world through dance. And that was I would never regret that. I'm glad I was able to live that. I'm still living it, you know what I mean? But if anything, that moment where we both decide to, okay, let's go 100%, even more than 100%, 120, probably 100%, and live that life, and willing to accept the failures, the hardships, the risk, and all the greatness came along with it, So I felt like it's just that switch decision.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also, that was just one point, right? That moment after a big moment in your life for us was college. And now what, right? That question was, now what? And, we did it. We just kind of like, let's do this and see how far we take it. And we went as far as we can, and we're still going, you know what I mean? But if anything, I'm just saying, it was just that moment where it's just switched. And I don't think I will ever regret it, because I reflect on it and I'm like, dang, we actually knocked everything we wanted to do. And now, honestly, that's probably one of the best things you could do for yourself is don't live life with regrets. You know what I mean? Go out there and do what you got to do to succeed in what you want to do. Because, I'll tell you this, when you put yourself in the whole of like willing to accept the good and the bad of any situation that you want to do, you're guaranteed going to succeed in that journey of your life, because you're willing to grow, you're willing to learn from mistakes, and you're willing to slowly get to where you got to be. And there's going to be the work that you're going to have to do in order to get there. And if you just keep doing it, you'll get there. And I don't know, I'd just rather share. That was one turning point that I think in my life really changed my life to where I'm at now. And I'm really thankful and grateful for that one decision and that one conversation I had with my brother in our apartment right after college. And just went 100%, 120, 100, 150, 200.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess I'll share that. That's mine. And I guess the moral of the story is just don't give up. Like, really do what you want to do and you'll get there. If anything, you'll get somewhere to a place where you will be happy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some questions.
Yes, sir.
If I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you feel like you were supported during that time where, you graduated college and you're wanting to pursue dance? Do you feel like you were supported?
Supported by
of course, by Steven, but like, what about your family, your parents? Like, you went to school for, what did you go to school for?
Oh, I went to school for biology and chemistry. My goal was to transfer that to either pharmacy or some sort of medical field.
Yeah. So how did your family think of that? What did they think of that? Do you feel like, was there any disappointment? Like, I don't know what.
I mean, I'm pretty sure my mom and dad, they're not disappointed. If anything, they were just concerned, right? Being parents, concerned of our well-being and making sure we were able to take care of ourselves, and not just that, be able to help out and take care of the family as well, right? I feel like there was definitely support from my girlfriend at the time. I mean, cause Danga really seen me through this whole journey, from just. I'm not saying I was not a successful dancer meeting you. I think I was already a pretty well-off dancer meeting you, and you were also a well-off dancer too. So I feel like our journey together, we have like people like you, for example, supporting me. I have my crewmates supporting me. My brother and sister, they are super supportive of whatever I do. I love the fact that they do that. You know what I mean? They cheer me on. They try to do their best to be there to support me. My mom, dad, definitely. They just kind of like just. I'm pretty sure they want me to do something that will make money more than during that time. But I feel like when I started accomplishing big moments like being on TV, being part of commercials, to being part of big award shows, to traveling the world and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Performing with different people, and creating a brand with Kinjaz, to, all those stuff was pretty monumental to where my mom and dad was pretty proud. I mean, I was able to take my mom to Hollywood, my mom and dad to Hollywood to see how they shoot America's Best Dance Crew, right? And that was an eye-opening for them, because usually they just watch TV and see the moments on TV, but for them to kind of see like how a live production was, it was pretty mind-blowing for my mom and dad. And my mom and dad are those older generation who just believe what they see on TV. Right, if anything, right? Like my dad's a huge WWE fan to the point where he still thinks he's real, but the point that he don't know that it's a production, a show, right? But he enjoys it for what it is, and if anything, I hope that was something mind open for them to see that, okay, there's a camera that records everything, and there's people behind controlling everything. But Was there support? I would say, yeah. I mean, my mom and dad, my sister, brothers, my crewmates, my amazing girlfriend and wife now, I had a lot of support. But it takes. I tell you this, it doesn't just come from one way. You know, it comes both way, right? Like one, like educating each other, what's happening, communicating about what you're doing. You know what I mean? Sharing the success. You know, sharing the failure too, so we could both grow together. It's key in this journey of accomplishing whatever you want to do, if anything, right? Yeah.
Okay, I have another question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it sounds, I mean, like it's hard to do. It's hard to take a leap, right? To
Yep.
do the things that you want to do and do it 100%. And the accomplishments that you have gained through taking that leap, it's great. It's like you've been able to travel and be on TV and
Yep.
work with different artists, and it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
But what were some of the challenges, like the things that you know that we didn't see, or like
Yeah.
we don't know, like
Yeah.
what?
Oh.
Where was there ever a time where you questioned, like, am I supposed to do this, or did I make
Yeah.
a mistake leaving or dropping what I did in college to pursue this?
So challenge. I mean, I feel like as an artist in general, I mean, financially, that's a challenge itself within itself, because it's hard to kind of get a stable job. You know what I mean? And it's also hard to get a job, if anything, right? In terms as an artist, you had to kind of learn how to build a brand. And for me, Impact was a brand that I worked on since day one as a dancer. So to me, I kind of saw that as a brand already. So in order to see yourself, when there were challenged in terms of financial stuff like that, like of course you had to kind of go out there and seek other jobs to kind of help you support you, right? Like I feel like people only saw us at the success moments in our life, but they didn't know that also we did struggle, you know, trying to just being a artist. They would say starving artist, but really it's just a really freaking like passionate artists at the time where they were just doing nothing but dance, you know. And don't get me wrong, I will only do any job. Like I was teaching during time. I was a dance teacher, a teaching artist. I was teaching at multiple schools within LA and OC, Orange County area, with Universal Hip Hop, right? So when I did that, I was also still performing and dancing. So I was doing anything that kind of like honed my craft still, but also kind of like still bring me joy in terms of what I love doing during the time. Because teaching itself is an art too, another art form that combined with dance, you know, it elevate what you love sometime, right? And so that's what I did. But definitely there were a lot of hard time, like challenge like that, financial challenges to injuries. I feel like people don't see that we do. Majority, I'll tell you this: majority of the dancers are not 100% healthy in terms of like body. Usually, people are healing, but still having to do what they got to do. So that's a challenge too in terms of like just maintaining your health and your body to kind of be able to help you still pursue what you do, right? Because for me, I'm a mover, I'm a dancer, I'm using my physical body, but there's also a positive effect that come from that too, is that you're maintaining your health, right? And you're also like you're concerned with your temple, which is your body, you know, and that's health, and that's also becomes with wealth too, because you're able to experience what you work hard for. But yeah, I say maybe just like injuries, definitely, and just like making sure you're financially stable while you're trying to pursue a certain thing. You know what I mean? And find stuff that kind of works within the line of your field. I say, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't think there was a moment in my time. I tell you this though, there was never a moment in my life where I was like, in my journey from there on, where I was like, oh darn, I should have gone back to school. You know,
Yeah.
I never had that moment in my life where at all. I would say that right now, like where I regretted not going back. You know what I mean? Compared not pursuing what I pursued, because when I experienced all that what I did right now, I'm pretty happy because I learned so much through this experience that I feel like just going back to school and pursuing that one career that maybe I wouldn't even like would, you know, will never be able to give me what I learned through that journey of dance. Yeah.
I have one more question.
Yep.
Do you think college was worth it, or would you have done it differently if you can go back?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you this. It might. I don't think I'll be able to pursue or to be a great dancer right now if I ever go to college, or the dancer or the person I am right now without college. Because college journey itself was such a mind blowing experience that taught me so much and allowed me to meet so many people, like the Kinges. Like I met Mike Song, Anthony Lee through college time during the collegiate time of my life, and I guess what I'm saying that like the journey itself was special and needed for me to find the people I need, and also meet and grow as well. Because I was dancing with Pac Monner, and that opened me to other parts of the dance world during that time, and got me into Culture Shock LA. My journey kind of spread through everywhere. That's how I met you. So I say the college part was important, because if not, I would never move out to SoCal, right? So I think that's a huge part of my life that I think that is important to happen. But if I could go back to college and do something different, 100%, I would totally. If I knew what I knew now, meaning that like it's all about creating a brand, and it's all about it's entrepreneurship, straight up. You know what I mean? Where you're creating something out of nothing and trying to build a platform like this, to build a brand like Kinges, to build a brand like Underground Flow, like Seven Dose and stuff like that. I would have gone to school for stuff like that, right? Compared to maybe biology, right? Because I'm not saying that wrong with it. I did enjoy biology, but it was really hard. It was really hard, and I felt like I could have used my time there for something I know I would do now. So that's the only thing I would do. But I wouldn't change anything in terms of like the experience leading up to it. Maybe just a different major.
Yeah.
You know, I probably would have done theater, or I mean, like some sorts of graphic design, to maybe learning how going to filming, because I enjoy that too, of the world of, you know, filming, to creating stories and so on. So
Great.
Yeah.
Great story. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
sharing.
I hope you guys get something from that, because like for me, like I tell you this, reflecting on this right now when we're talking about doing turning points in our life, I feel like that was one big part of my life that really did change my life in terms of as an individual, but also that also proved to me that whatever I do, whatever you do in life, as long you put your whole full energy in it and keep going and accept all the failures and all the success, you'll get to exactly where you want to be at.
Yeah.
Yep. How about you, Beb?
Oh man.
Your turn.
My turn to tell my story. Well, it's a little bit. There's so many turning points in my life, right? Throughout your life, whether it's going to college, getting a new job. For me, it was being diagnosed with MS. But there's a many even turning points within my journey with MS. So, and the one that I'm choosing is a little more recent. So, I was diagnosed with MS in 2016. I've been living with MS for almost 10 years now. And before that, I was full-time dancer, had full capabilities of my body, right? And if you don't know what multiple sclerosis is, it's a disease that targets the central nervous system. So your brain and your spinal cord would have lesions, and it would disrupt the messages from your body to your brain. So being diagnosed and living with MS since 2016, I started each year that passes by, I notice the disease progressing, like something, I would lose some form of mobility somehow. So it started off with like my foot drop, my foot would drag, or it would be like brain fog, I would get tired, and then I've noticed like my mobility went from walking on 2 feet to like kind of limping to like walking with a cane to now sometimes having to use my scooter to go to places. And and I'm still trying to exercise as much as I can. I always think of like if you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing. So I'm always trying to exercise and move as much as I can, the best I can. And I do physical therapy once a week, but I've been doing it since I was diagnosed. So I'm always trying to figure out or problem solve, like how do I fix all of these things that are popping up, right? And recently I've noticed it's been getting worse, even though I'm still like, I love the equipment that I have. Like I have a elliptical machine that I use every morning to like just get me to sweat because it's hard for me to move. It's hard for me to get my heart rate up to sweat. So at least with the elliptical, I'm able to get a little sweat on and feel like I worked out for that day. So I have that, and then even though I have that exercise in the morning, I still notice my foot drag or spasticity like tenses up, and it is a little bit depressing sometimes because I have so many things that I want to do. Like I want to DJ, or I want to be able to go places, but then mobility is such a big thing that hinders me from doing the things that I do. And then so I'm starting to see the disease progressing, and it's getting harder and harder to move, or I'm noticing that it is harder for me to go outside because it's hard for me to walk, or it just takes up so much energy. And there was a point maybe a couple weeks ago where I felt low, like I was like kind of lost. It's kind of like you're doing all these things and you're not getting any better, like kind of plateau, or it feels like you're just going in a circle, and I felt stuck. And so I usually, when I get low like that, I listen to Eric Thomas. He's like one motivational speaker that I really love listening to. And in the morning, I'll listen to compilations of motivational speeches and trying to feed my brain like really positive things. And something that stuck with me a couple weeks ago was don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done, right? So usually after my elliptical in the morning, I'll try to do strength training, and then I want to get better at walking, so then I have a treadmill, and I always say, oh, if I just walk a little bit every day, maybe I'll get it better, right? So, but usually after my workouts, I'm like so tired. But then thinking of that quote, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. And so, okay, I'll just end my workout with walking, right, on the treadmill. So then it started off with 5 minutes. I'll walk as far as I can until my body spazzes up and then I can't walk anymore. So first day started off with 5 minutes. And then the next day I woke up and did my morning elliptical. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just go on the treadmill again. Like, I'm not done yet. Even though I'm tired, my body's like so tired. Yep. I'm still going to go on the treadmill. And so I did it. And then I went up to 8 minutes. I was like, okay, so there's like, I'm getting a little bit stronger. So then I started, like, if you didn't know, I was a teacher back then. I have like a tracker. I'm a visual person. So I started to write down, okay, I can do this for 90 days. 90 days, I'll just walk on the treadmill every day. I'll keep track of it and then see how far I can go. So then I'll put like a sticker. So right now, I'm like on day 15 or something. So then I'm like, okay, I'm like up to 15 minutes now. And then so like I started applying that quote to everything. I started like doing a tracker for DJing. Like, okay, if I just DJ for 20 minutes every day, you know, maybe I'll improve as a DJ. So I started keeping a tracker for DJing. I've been DJing every day. And then I'm starting to find new music that I haven't played with also. So now I'm like on this journey of like a bunch of different things that I want to follow through with. Like I started listening to, I wanted to get better at Hmong. So then I'm starting a tracker for Hmong. Like, okay, just just do a little bit every day. So now it's just like a spiraling effect, right? Like it started off with one thing, like just focus on one thing, and then start building your habits. And then it's like this book that I read called Atomic Habits. It's like you're not reaching for your goal, you're trying to build your system. So the more you build your system, your body gets used to doing it every day. And it's like you're just in it now. So it's not about, oh, I'm going to walk a mile. It's like, okay, maybe I'll go past it. Maybe it'll improve everything. I don't know. But that was a turning point for me right now. And I feel more motivated. I feel like I have something to look forward to. And I love that, like with walking, I'm listening to my music that I record too. Like there's different things that are overlapping that's pushing me in every direction, everything that I'm trying to focus on. And it just felt like I had a little bit more control of my disease, or like I'm not letting it bring me down. I'm trying to find ways to take control of what I can control. And it's always hard to see like, dang, I just want to walk better, right? I have to slowly build it, and hopefully the momentum will keep me going to be where I want to be, or even better.
I love it. And thanks for sharing that, because I want to let you know that you inspire me a lot. And you should be proud of yourself. I love the fact that you are tracking yourself and trying your best even during these hard times.
Yeah.
So you pretty much created your own analytical system to kind of track your progress.
Yeah.
And you're seeing results.
Yeah.
Is that the turning point in term, right? One of the main turning point that kind of when you see results, the results inspire you to work harder at yourself and other stuff that you kind of see when you apply that with. And I love the fact that you do that, because a lot of us sometimes when we do stuff, we don't see the results, so we actually are unaware, and we don't get motivated, and we kind of slowly stop doing what we do sometime, right? And so I feel like that's a good point that you mentioned right now, is that turning point of seeing your results and creating the system, tracking what you're doing to see results, so you could continue going, seeing that you're actually getting closer to what you want to do, if anything, right?
I feel like
give you props for that.
Thank you. I feel like I was at a bottom, like I had to reach a bottom before I can go back up to.
It's part of the part of the journey for everything you do in life. I mean, there was a bottom of myself when I was dancing, what I mean, and it was definitely to the point where like I did a question like, maybe like, should I stop right now? You know what I mean? Yeah, but I kept going, what I mean? And that's, like I say, when you accept the good and bad, 100% accept everything that comes along with it. That's just part of the journey, I guess my question I want to ask you is, I know you go through these times where you do get depressed, right?
Yeah.
And you do find these, since we're talking about your MS journey really right now, what's one thing that you do to help get outside of that, how to get out of that mode or that feeling, and how can you, what would you recommend to anyone who's going through that right now?
I cry.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes, just because I do hold a lot of feelings in, and it's me trying to stay strong all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just crying, and sometimes it's crying to you, and sometimes I guess just being able to talk to somebody, because even when I'm with you, I'm still holding in, and you're like, okay, what's wrong? And then I'll sit in my feelings for a little bit, and then I'll tell you. But even then, it's always, I feel so lucky, because then you listen, right? You're patient with me, and you kind of wait, because eventually I'm gonna spill out what's bothering me, but it's me building up my guard so hard, just trying to be strong, and sometimes just
letting it
out sometimes.
Okay.
just
I
to
hear
be
you.
strong.
It's
Or
I
just-
agree. I totally agree with that. It's okay to cry. I mean, I feel like that's the mechanism that helped our to relieve a lot of stress or relieves tension or relieve certain emotion we don't want, right? I feel like that's part of the human system to kind of cope with stuff and help yourself. So it is okay to cry,
I do.
even for the guys out there.
Yeah. I have started journaling again, which I do.
I agree.
Yeah, it's,
Journaling is actually pretty good. It's cliche as what it is. People always say, all the successful people say, write something down, journal. That's so true. I mean, it's so powerful. There's something about writing something down that makes something so impactful or create such a, I guess a log of what you're doing, or right, just memory too. But if anything, it's so powerful when you write it down.
Yeah, because my memory is always distorted. Like you can go back and be like, oh, do you remember when we did this? And it's like the more you retell it, it changes like very slightly. But then when you write it down, I type it now. I use Penzu. Penzu is like my online diary thing. So then when you type it, you say it in your own words and what you remember. Then you can go back and read it, and it'll be exactly how you remembered it at the time. It won't be distorted in any way. So that's been really helpful too.
That's good.
And I have another thing that's helped me when I'm low too.
What?
See, this is all of the systems that I've been building. I do in the morning. I do like working out in the morning because it's quiet, right? It's like there's no one there to distract you, right? It's just you and your thoughts and kind of meditative. But like I usually listen to the motivational YouTube videos, at least one every morning to like pump me up, and it's always something positive, something that's motivating, something if you're going through a hard time, it's going to get you to get out of it. So although they're like throwing a bunch of things at you, maybe something will click and that'll resonate with you to push you, to lift you up. So that's something I start with every day in the morning. Because it's always easy. I think before it was always easy to wake up and then check in on your emails or social media, but like to not check into your social media until after your workouts or after you do your morning routine. That's been helpful for me and starting a really successful morning to start the day.
I love it. I love it. I don't have a lot of questions because a lot of you said it's pretty to the point. But I guess I want to ask you, my last question is,
okay,
if you can tell yourself back then, right when you got discovered MS, since you talked about MS, what would you tell yourself then? You know, and just so like, you know, anyone who's also experienced something like that, you know, so such a life-changing moment, right, where you discovered that either you're diagnosed with any sorts of chronic issue or life-changing moment, let's say turning point, you know, what would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself to stretch more.
Stretch. I agree.
I mean, like I'm trying to do that now, but if I built my like flexibility, strength system back then, maybe my body would be able to resist some of the progression of the disease, or it might make it a little bit harder for it to take over because I have so many systems in place already. So if I could go back, I would build great flexibility, balance, and strength systems to get me through it, I think.
Okay. All right. I love it. I'm thankful that breaking forced me to stretch, so I have a pretty good stretching formula for myself.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing that. That's pretty much up today, guys. We just want to share one turning point and keep sharing stories and some more personal stuff with you guys. I had honestly, I learned something new about my wife.
You
And
did?
yeah, I didn't know she was going through stuff like that, and I didn't know that she was also tracking a lot of stuff. I knew she already have a
Yeah.
bingo card, and she was
I
doing.
do
She-
have a bingo card.
She's tracking her bingo card. She's trying to win bingo, her own bingo. But I love the fact that this gave me a chance to really understand what's going on in your life. So maybe I could help and support you in some way
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. And I really truly appreciate you for telling that story. And I just hope you guys learned something new from us. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, like, share, comment. If you have a question about what we talked about today, let us know. It would be great to hear from y'all. And I guess a Hmongipino question of the day today is just what's your turning point in your life? We want to hear. Please comment, let us know, and we'll definitely reply. And hopefully get a chance to talk to you in person, or if not, on the media. Well, we're Hmongipino. Thank you guys. We are Hmongipino. We're out. Peace out.